Imagine a time when art and science were entwined in a dance so elegant that it birthed an era of enlightenment. A mind emerges that transcends the boundaries of knowledge, painting not just with colors, but with the fabric of imagination itself. This is the world of Leonardo da Vinci, whose genius continues to radiate through the centuries. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself as we delve into the mysteries surrounding this quintessential polymath who epitomized the spirit of Renaissance. Leonardo was an artist, an inventor, a scientist, and so much more. A figure so colossal that he seemed almost mythical. His enigmatic character and a plethora of groundbreaking achievements form a mosaic that we still strive to comprehend fully. The saga of Leonardo da Vinci is not just about his creations, it's about how they transformed the very perception of human potential. His inexhaustible curiosity was a beacon that illuminated the dark corners of ignorance. As we embark on this journey, prepare to be both mystified and enlightened. Hold on tight, for this is not merely a history lesson, but an exploration into the depths of a genius. We will traverse the vast ocean of Leonardo's life, where each wave is brimming with inspiration, intrigue, and ingenuity. Get ready as we set sail and unravel the tapestry of mind that shaped an era, and whose echoes are still felt in every stroke of the brush and every spark of innovation. Our journey begins in 1452 in the Tuscan town of Vinci. Here, the legitimate son of a notary, Ser Piero, and a peasant woman, Caterina de Miolippi, was born. Leonardo's early life was spent with his father's family, and he received an informal education in Latin, geometry, and mathematics. Art was in his veins. A young Leonardo was already sketching and painting with an astonishing level of detail. He even painted a shield with a fire-breathing dragon that left people astounded. By the age of 14, Leonardo's father recognized his talent and apprenticed him to Andrea del Verrocchio in Florence. Here, he honed his craft, blossoming under Verrocchio's tutelage. Leonardo's relatives? Well, they were mostly involved in legal professions, but young Leo was carving his own path. As Leonardo emerged from his apprenticeship, the Renaissance was in full bloom, a time of revival when the humanities and science were celebrated. Leonardo was its prodigal son. Leonardo sought knowledge relentlessly. His contemporaries like Michelangelo and Raphael were also prodigies, but Leonardo's scope transcended art. He voraciously studied nature, mechanics, anatomy, and more. As he rubbed shoulders with thinkers like Machiavelli and befriended mathematicians like Luca Pacioli, his worldviews expanded. He was not just an artist, he was a thinker, an innovator, and the embodiment of the Renaissance spirit. With the pages of Leonardo's notebooks unfurled, we glimpse into the inexhaustible depths of his ingenuity. There, among sketches, scribbles, and mirrored writings, lay a treasured trove of discoveries and inventions. These notebooks, over 13,000 pages, are a testament to his boundless curiosity. We turn our gaze first to the marvel of the mechanical lion. Commissioned by King Francois I, this wondrous contraption could walk forward and in dramatic flourish open its chest to reveal a cluster of lilies. You see, when you're Leonardo da Vinci, you don't just send a greeting card, you build a mechanical lion. This is but a single drop in the ocean of Leonardo's mechanical ventures. His designs including flying machines like the ornithopter, which was inspired by the flight of birds, and a precursor of the modern helicopter called the aerial screw. But his inventions weren't just for show. Practicality was at the core. He designed an underwater diving suit and a revolving bridge for armies to use during sieges. He even conjured up a design for what we might now call a tank, a covered mobile structure that could house cannons and soldiers. Perhaps, if he had been born a few centuries later, he'd give Elon Musk a run for his money. Beyond engineering, Leonardo's scientific inquiries broke new ground. In anatomy, his meticulous dissections of human corpses brought about a deeper understanding of the human body. He created detailed sketches of bones, muscles, organs, and even the human fetus in utero. His studies were so ahead of his time that they could have revolutionized medicine, but remained largely unpublished during his lifetime. His fervor for knowledge also embraced the natural world. Botany, geology, and hydraulics were among the subjects he studied. From investigating the flow of water in rivers and understanding the process of fossilization, Leonardo observed and analyzed the world with a scientific rigor and an artist's eye. The duality of his approach enriched not only his art, but also contributed to the evolution of scientific thinking beyond his era. So, ladies and gentlemen, Leonardo da Vinci was not just a painter with a fancy brush. He was a man who straddled the world of art and science, bridging the gaps with an audacious spirit of inquiry and innovation. In an age when people didn't even have pocket calculators, he was envisioning flying machines and delving into the very fabric of life itself. Talk about being born in the wrong century. As we tiptoe through the hallowed halls of Leonardo's artistry, we encounter an ethereal mastery of form and color. Leonardo was not just an artist, he was a magician who wove threads of light and shadow into a tapestry of emotion and depth. His sfumato technique, which involves the blending of colors and tones, gifted his painting a dreamy, almost otherworldly quality. Enter the Mona Lisa, arguably the most famous painting in the world. This portrait of Lisa Gherardini captivates viewers with her enigmatic smile. But did you know that this icon of art took Leonardo nearly 16 years to complete? That's longer than most celebrity marriages. Her mysterious expression and the painting's unprecedented realism are products of Leonardo's keen observation of human anatomy and psychology. The depths of her eyes, the subtlety of her smile, everything contributes to the enchantment. Another divine piece of Leonardo's artistic repertoire is The Last Supper, a mural he painted in the late 15th century. This is not just any dinner party, it's a moment that captures the tension and emotion during the last meal of Jesus with his disciples. The expressions, gestures, and use of perspective reveal a moment frozen in time, conveying a story beyond the canvas. Da Vinci's experiment with materials and technique were groundbreaking, but also led to the mural's delicate state, making it a high-maintenance masterpiece. Let's also pay homage to the Vitruvian Man, an exquisite study of the proportions of the human body. This isn't your average gym mirror selfie, it's mathematically precise exploration of the human form based on the ancient works of the architect Vitruvius. The drawings symbolize the blend of art and science, and is an iconic representation of the symmetry of the human body. Leonardo's keen eye for landscapes also manifested in his paintings, like the Virgin and Child of Saint Anne. He expertly portrayed nature's bounty with geological accuracy, thanks to his rigorous scientific studies. His art was not just a reflection of beauty, but an echo of the knowledge and curiosity that resided within him. In essence, Leonardo da Vinci's legacy in art is an amalgamation of his boundless curiosity, his scientific intellect, and his unparalleled skill with the brush. He painted not just with colors, but with the essence of life itself, transcending the boundaries of his canvas and leaving an eternal mark on the world of art. He wasn't merely an artist, he was a maestro conducting an orchestra of light, shadow, emotion, and knowledge. As the twilight of Leonardo's life began to cast its shadow, our genius found himself in a graceful embrace of France. In 1516, King Francois I, an admirer of art and a shrewd politician, invited Leonardo to France and provided him with the manor house of Clos-Lucy near the royal Château d'Amboise. Here, Leonardo was given the freedom to think, dream, and create. With a pension fit for a king, he was no longer burdened by financial constraints. His later years were graced with the presence of his friend and apprentice, Count Francesco Medici, who was as loyal as a golden retriever by his side. Leonardo's passing on May 2, 1519 has been enveloped in a shroud of poetic romanticism. Legend has that King Francois first cradled Leonardo's head in his arms as he breathed his last. Whether this tender scene played out as a Renaissance telenovela or not is debatable, but the image has been immortalized in paintings and literature. Leonardo's will was a mirror of his compassionate nature. He left provision for his apprentices, his serving women, and even arranged for 60 beggars to follow his casket. But hold on, even in death, Leonardo's story is as intriguing as his life. He was initially buried in the chapel of Saint Hubert in Amboise. However, his resting place was disturbed during the tumultuous times of the French Revolution, leading to grave confusion. Yes, pun was intended. There are claims that his remains were reinterred in the St. Hubert Chapel, but the exact whereabouts of his final resting place is as elusive as the Mona Lisa's smile. Even centuries later, Leonardo's influence is undeniable. His anatomical studies push the boundaries of medical science. His art is studied and revered as the pinnacle of human creativity. His inventions, though not all realized in his lifetime, were like sci-fi dreams that became stepping stones for modern engineering. Leonardo was like a living library whose pages were filled with endless wisdom. Above all, Leonardo da Vinci symbolizes the endless possibilities of the human mind, his insatiable curiosity, his relentless pursuit of knowledge, his innate ability to blend science and art define an enduring legacy that continues to inspire and challenge. In a world often constrained by boundaries, Leonardo is a reminder of the boundless landscapes of human potential. His life is a canvas painted with the colors of ingenuity, artistry, and humanity. As we come to the end of this riveting journey through Leonardo's life, let's pause and gaze at the magnificent tapestry woven by this genius. From his early years in Vinci to his final days in France, Leonardo's footsteps left indelible marks on the sands of time. His dedication to art, science, and invention has inspired generation after generation. His works like Mona Lisa and The Last Supper stands as a testament to his artistic prowess, while his notebooks brimming with scientific observations remain a treasure trove for the curious mind. But beyond the art and the science, what makes Leonardo da Vinci an everlasting figure is his boundless curiosity and relentless pursuit of knowledge. His life reminds us that there are no limits to what the human mind can achieve when fueled by curiosity. In an age of specialization, Leonardo was a generalist, and his holistic approach teaches us the value of looking at the bigger picture. As Leonardo himself once said, learning never exhausts the mind. It is also vital to reflect on the humanity of Leonardo. He showed kindness and empathy as evident in his will, where he ensured the well-being of his apprentices and those who served him. He demonstrated that greatness is not just in achievements, but also in character. In an ever-polarized world, a little touch of Da Vinci's compassion and understanding could be just the palate cleanse humanity needs. So, as we step away from the vivid portrait of Leonardo's life, let's carry with us the zeal for continuous learning, the pursuit of diverse knowledge, and a heart that respects the interconnectedness of all things. And let's not forget, the enigmatic nature of Leonardo's life is still veiled in mysteries waiting to be unraveled. Stay tuned as in the next episode we dive into the secrets, the codes, and the untold stories of Leonardo da Vinci. Share your thoughts on this Renaissance luminary and suggest topics for future videos. Don't forget to subscribe to the Den of Unknown for more captivating content. Together, let's keep the insatiable flame of curiosity alight, as Leonardo so splendidly did over 5 centuries ago. See y'all next time, friends.